A house is worth exactly what someone will pay for it, except when it isn't. Most people think appraisals are scientific. You bring in an expert, they measure the square footage, compare it to similar homes, run the numbers, and out comes a value. Clean, objective, almost like weighing produce at the grocery store. But that's only half the story, and it's the half that conceals how much judgment actually drives the entire process. Here's how appraisals actually begin. A lender, a bank, a mortgage company, hires a licensed appraiser before approving a loan. The appraiser's job is to estimate the property's fair market value. That number matters because the lender won't lend more than the house is worth. If you default, they need to recoup their money by selling it. So the appraisal protects the lender, not you. The appraiser then gathers data. They pull recent sales of comparable properties, homes similar in size, age, condition, and location. A 3-bedroom ranch in good condition that sold 6 months ago for $300,000 becomes a reference point. They adjust up or down based on differences. Newer roof, add value. Outdated kitchen, subtract. This is where the science part happens. But here's where it breaks down. Finding true comparables is harder than it sounds. Maybe your house is the only one in the neighborhood that sold in the last year. Maybe the market just shifted. Maybe one comparable sold in a divorce, distressed sale, lower price. The appraiser has to make judgment calls about which sales count and how much each difference matters. Two appraisers can look at the same house and come up with valuations $20,000 apart. There's also something called the appraisal gap. You negotiate a price with a seller, say $350,000, but the appraiser comes in at $330,000. The lender won't finance the full $350,000 because they're only lending against the appraised value. You're stuck. Pay the difference in cash, renegotiate, or walk away. This happens constantly, and it exposes the real truth. The appraisal isn't discovering an objective value that already exists. It's estimating a range based on incomplete information and professional judgment. The appraiser isn't a machine. They're a human using a formula to defend a number. Market conditions, neighborhood trends, and even their own experience all filter into that estimate. It's educated guesswork, not measurement. Why does this matter? Because understanding appraisals helps explain why real estate prices vary so much, why two identical-looking houses on the same block can be worth different amounts, and why the lending process isn't as straightforward as it appears. The appraisal is a tool the system uses to manage risk and standardize value, but it can't eliminate uncertainty. This video is for educational and informational purposes only and is not financial advice. Always do your own research. If you want to understand how money and systems actually work, not the simplified version, subscribe for new breakdowns every week. This video is for educational and informational purposes only and is not financial advice. Always do your own research.